Preparing shaders.
Menu reader. Off. Press space bar to toggle.
Accessibility, cursor set, menu reader. Menu reader volume. 70. Adjust the by select P privacy policy, including affiliates. Claim your rewards. Link your Harry Potter fan club and skip sign-in. Hardware benchmark. Graphical settings are already set to recommended levels. Hogwarts Legacy supports and uses an autosave feature. Please do not turn off your system or remove selected storage device when the autosave icon is being displayed. Brightness. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th-year student. Term begins on September 1st. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Eleazar Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term feast and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, Professor Weasley, Deputy Headmistress. F. Start game. Presets. Presets. Escape. Back. Face wear. Face wear. Face shape. Skin color. Glasses. Skin color. Skin color. Face wear. Hairstyles. Hair color. 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 Complexion. Freckles and complexion. Complexion. Freckles and moles. Freckles and moles. Eyebrows. Eyebrows. Eye color. Eyebrow color. Eye color. Eye color. Eye color. Eye color. Eye color. Eyebrow color. Eyebrow color. Eyebrow color. Finalize your character. Voice 1. Voice 1.
A few cobwebs and some dust.
Voice
Nothing
2.
to be concerned about.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Pitch. Pitch.
That was quite... I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy... I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Pitch.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well... A few cobwebs and some dust. That was quite something.
Easy. Story. Easy. Normal. Story. A focus on story with minimal gameplay challenge. Easy. A light gameplay challenge. Normal. A balanced gameplay challenge. First name. Start your journey. Start your journey. Start your journey. Last name. Last name. Start your journey. Witch. Wizard. Witch. Start your journey. Eyebrows. Finalize your character. Presets. Start your journey.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly, to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's the glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Hang on! Yeah! Yeah! Jump! The key! Give me your hand! Accio!
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
G to heal.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir,
Mouse
How
look
are you?
around.
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
WASD to move.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there. I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Settings. Exit game. Graphics off. Gameplay options. Settings. Restart from last. Display options. Save / upscale. Ray reconstruct. Image calibration. Motion blur. On. Blur fast camera movements and rapidly moving objects. Graphics options. Gameplay options. R. Reset to defaults. Difficulty. Normal. Change the difficulty of the game. Graphics options. Display save/load and exit. Accessibility options. R. Reset to defaults. Mouse left button. High contrast gameplay off.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Spacebar to jump/climb. Settings. Save/load and exit to main menu. Restart from last save.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Tap mouse left button to perform a basic cast.
Excellent!
Use your camera mouse to select an active target. Spacebar. Continue.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Ah, up there. We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself! Reparo! Almost there.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
The minimap shows your surroundings, with you in the middle. This is your current objective. Press and hold V to toggle quest objective details. Spacebar. Continue.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Anything here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key? Hmm?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close. After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
Mouse, look around.
Are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Professor, the armband the guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Here we are. When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12. Until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand.
Steady your
and
wand with
focus.
mouse and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path. Arcast Revelio.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
There must be something to that reflection you're seeing.
Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Steady your wand with mouse and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path. You've acquired the wand lighting charm, Lumos, which has automatically been tap 1 to cast or extinguish Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Potato.
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo! Exposo! Levioso! Confringo!
Potato.
Deposo! Descendo! Confringo! Protego! Levioso! Exposo! Deposo! Confringo! Levioso!
Potato.
Confringo! Levioso!
Review your objectives to reveal the way forward. Spacebar. Continue.
Expulso! Descendo!
Potato!
Depulso! Expulso! Confringo! Depulso! Levioso! Expulso! Confringo!
Potato!
Levioso!
Stupefy!
Depulso! Confringo! Expulso! Lumos! Stay close!
Lumos. Professor? Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Lumos. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Potato!
Hold Q during Protego to stun enemies with a Stupefy counter-attack. Stunned enemies take extra damage, indicated by gold numbers. Spacebar. Continue.
Potato!
Review your objectives to reveal the way forward. Spacebar. Continue.
Potato!
Review your objectives to reveal the way forward. Spacebar.
Potato!
Your journey has. Try again. A white outline indicates your active target. Aim mode mouse right. Hold Q during Protego to stun enemies with a Stupefy counter-attack. Stunned enemies take extra damage, indicated by gold numbers.
Potato!
Review your objectives to reveal the way forward.
Stupefy. Potato. Stupefy. Lumos.
Press left shift to sprint.
Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever gonna visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I can't wait to start classes. I can't wait to explore.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Daring. Curiosity. Loyalty. Ambition. Loyalty. Curiosity.
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
The sorting hat will take your choice into account when sorting you into your house. Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw House, known for intelligence, Ravenclaw. Slytherin. Slytherin House. The sorting hat will take your choice into account when sorting you into your house. Slytherin.
Power.
Slytherin House, known for cunning, ambition and a hunger for power.
You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. I suppose some introductions are in order.
That new fifth year. Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your fifth year.
Wonder where they're from. They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Did you see the way they just walked in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was terrifying. It was exciting.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Nice to meet you. What were you reading?
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Nice to meet you. What do you mean?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Might want to think that again.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Memorable? More like terrifying.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Nice meeting you. Did you suspect you'd be in Slytherin? Do mermaids often appear outside the common room? Did you suspect you'd be in—
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Nice meeting you. Did you suspect you'd be in—
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Nice meeting you. Did you suspect— Do mermaids often appear outside the— Did you suspect you'd be in Slytherin?
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. They should have listened to me.
Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
I wish you had been there. We had it handled. I wish you had been there.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Farewell, then. Do you fly a lot? You seem to know a lot about wizard chess. Do you fly a lot?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Farewell, then.
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Farewell, then.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Settings. Restart from last save. Display option. Accessibility options. Left-handed. On. Cursor sensitivity. 1.35. 1.5. Save/load and exit. Colorblind.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up! Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Lumos. Revelio.
Kelpie statue. Guide pages. This statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long-maned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. You've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Escape. Open field guide. Level. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Space bar. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Challenges. Collecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges, field guide pages. 1. Field guide page. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Level. Settings. Gear. Level. Handwear. Black leather gloves. Standard. This item has no magical properties. Gear. Headwear. Equipped item. Facewear. Gold-rimmed headwear. Headwear. Escape. Neckwear. Escape. Natural beige scarf. Standard. Equipped item. Cloaks and robes. Cloaks and robes. Equipped item. Cloaks and robes. Outfit. Equipped item. Outfit. Headwear. Handwear. Inventory. Inventory. Here is where quest item. Resources. Collection. Collections. Challenges. 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 Overall map. Inventory. Flame. The Great Hall. Level. Inventory. Inventory. Notes. Moonstone. Quest items. Quests. Quests. Main. Assignments. Level. Collections. Wand handles. Tools. Appearances. Appearances. 21 out of 103. Cosmetic alterations applied to gear via the change appearance option in the gear menu. Charms Professor gloves. A pair of green and gold Azkaban prisoner Charms Professor Dark Arts gloves. A pair of black rivet gloves. Charms Professor gloves. Dark Arts ensemble Dark Arts scarf. Carmine Lightning Bolt scarf. A legendary scarf in the color of carmine with a design like a flash of lightning. Beasts. Revelio pages. Revelio pages. 1 out of 150. Field guide pages discovered with Revelio that reveal interesting facts about the world. Kelpie statue. This statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape, traits. Wand handle, tools. Tools. Felix Felicis. Enhances the drinker's chance of success in their enemies. Appearances. 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 21 out of 103. Cosmetic alterations applied to gear via the change appearance option in the gear menu. Appearances in this list are rewards for special accomplishments such as challenges and quests. Merlin's cloak. Gear. Level. Cloaks and robe, broom. Flying mount, neckwear. Cloaks and robes. Cloaks and robes. Escape. Back. Cloaks and robe, outfit. Outfit. Equipped item. Prefect vest uniform. Headwear. Dark flat cap. Handwear. Level. Settings. Challenges. Field guide pages. Collect 2 field guide pages in Hogwarts. 1 out of 2. Level. 1. Escape.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a Fluflame's fast travel point. You can map. Fluflame's Hogwarts is divided into 2 main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the house common rooms and the Great Hall. Spacebar. Select the Grand Staircase region to continue. The Grand Staircase. In this view, you can see the Fluflames available in that region. Green Fluflames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray Fluflames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Escape. Return to map. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic. Select the Library Annex region to continue. The Library Annex. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall Fluflames for you. Use a D to rotate the map and fast travel to the Central Hall Fluflames with spacebar. Central Hall. Central Hall. A white outline indicates your active target. Q will protect you from incoming blockable attacks, and holding Q will follow up with a Stupefy counter-attack that temporarily stuns certain opponents.
Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Yes, Professor Binns does drone on a bit. But have you ever got him really?
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor. Can you tell what's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor. What exactly is...
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Thank you, Professor. Can you tell me more about Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact. I'm afraid there isn't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio. It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
You did, sir. I didn't like to lie to her.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track a map. This represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant Some quests are locked by spell and / or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and / or have the required spell to track a quest with mouse right button to Charms class. Defense against the Dark Arts class, mouse right.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Cast Charmed Compass V. The Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking.
Revelio.
The Charmed Compass V will lead you to anything you're tracking. Wyvern Fountain. Guide pages. This fountain in the Transfiguration Courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather. Despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is most assuredly not meant to be the wyvern of Y, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Level 1. Quests. Quests. Charms class. Defense against the Dark Arts. Charms class. Level 1. Challenges. Quests. Field guide pages. Collect 8 field guide pages. Collect 2 field guide pages in Hogwarts. Collect 8 field guide pages in Hogwarts. Quests. Quests. Complete 2 main story quests. Complete 2 main story quests. 1 out of 2. Gear appearance reward. Level 1. Collections. Enemies. Revelio pages. Unknown. 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 You have yet to discover this. Wyvern Fountain. This fountain in the appearances. Unknown. You have yet to Hogwarts Regalia Spectacles. Appearances. Level 1.
Be surrounded by Jarvis.
Is that all you've got? Yeah.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady your wand with mouse and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast.
Perform a basic cast using mouse left button.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell, Levioso.
As Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Levioso.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Levioso.
Protego.
Protego complicates things.
Levioso.
If only all of my students were this adept.
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Levioso.
I do enjoy a lively duel. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat, it was. Never used my wand in combat.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, You might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing. Sounds suspicious.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Escape. Back. Mouse left button. Drag to slot spell. Basic cast. Essential. Revelio. Protego. Essential. Stupefy. Essential. Stuns enemy.
Revelio.
We have the most annoying of all the
Revelio.
Away from me! Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
Level 2. Quests. No assign challenges. Quests. Complete 4 main story quests. Complete 2 main story quests. Completed. Gear appearance reward. Legendary gloves. Quests. Level. Quests. Crossed wands, round 1. Charms class. Mouse right button. Track quest. Mouse right button. Level 2. Collections, appearances. Appearances. Legendary tools. Level.
Revelio.
Settings. Restart from load game. Save game. Empty save slot. Empty save slot. Charms class. Save complete. Level 2. Escape. Back. Level 2. Escape. Back. K. Quests. Quests. Crossed wands, round 1. I should speak with Luke. Mouse right button. Assignments. Main. Assignment. Assignments. Assignments. Side. Side. Completed. Completed. The path to Hogwarts. Level 2. Escape.
In trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much. Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in
I think God.
Revelio.
She does.
Map. Flames. Side quests are now available. Available side. The Charms class. The field guide map shows Professor Ronan's class is in the J. The Astronomy J. Open quest log J. Open quest log. Charms class. The field guide quests. Charms class. The field guide map. Flames location, Charms class. The field guide map shows the Astronomy Charms class. The field guide map shows Professor Ronan's class, level 2.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Steady your wand with mouse and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
A white outline. Look for flow flames on the path to your objective. The appearance of any gear can be altered in the gear menu to look like any other basic gear you have looted, or unique appearances you have collected.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
The summoning charm, Accio, pulls a target closer to the caster. Tap the assigned key to cast Accio and pull a target closer. Tap the key again to cease casting the spell.
That's it! Not to worry. Very good! Excellent control there. Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir. Here we go! Phew. Accio!
Happens to the best of us.
Watch this.
There we go.
That's it!
Let us see this.
Yes! Accio!
Brilliant.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. Phew.
Accio.
Don't lose your composure.
Watch this. There we go.
Very good.
Let us see this.
Accio.
Well done.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Some quests feature rewards like new spells. Some enemies are vulnerable to certain spells and techniques in your arsenal. Visit the collections menu to discover hidden enemy weaknesses.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand. I'm holding my own. I'm glad you—
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Nice to meet you. How big is Uagadou? What does is magic the same at Uagadou?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
That's incredible. Surely the magic is weaker. That's incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Thank you for telling me about Uagadou. What does Uagadou look like?
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Thank you for telling me. How big is
Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Thank you for telling me about Uagadou.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can
A
use
word,
Accio
if you would.
influence, if you're
You
so
wanted to
inclined.
speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor.
It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Level 2. Quests. Quests. Crossed Wand, Main. Assignments. All. Assignment, Side. Main. Crossed Wands, Round, Mouse right button. Untrack Quest. F. Settings. Quests. Crossed Wand, Mouse right button. Untrack Quest. Crossed Wands, Weasley after class. Mouse right button. Untrack Quest, Map. Fluflame's locations, Hogwarts. Crossed Wands, Round 1. I should speak with Luke and Brad, the South Wing. Level. Challenges. Map. Fluflame's locations. Hogwarts. The Astronomy Wing, the Bell Tower, the Grand Staircase. The Grand Staircase. Quad Court, Lower Grand Staircase. Field Guide challenges are the only way to earn. Look for Fluflames on the path to your objective. Consider fast travel if they are unlocked, or use it as an opportunity to pick up a fast. Level 2. Escape. Back. K. Enter photo mode. Challenges. Challenges. Quests. Field Guide pages. Collect 8 Field Guide pages in Hogwarts. Quests. Quests. Complete 4 main story quests. Quests. 2. Inventory.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sally. You never back down from a fight.
The chairs in the common room are too comfortable. Closed my eyes for 2 seconds the other day. Woke up 2 hours after charms.
Revelio.
Whee! Oh, not again!
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you Praxia mole? As long as for only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio.
Escape. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or solve puzzles that require extra light.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
That's nice to hear. I did take him down a peg. That's nice to hear.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
I'll join your club.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
I'm ready.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell, Levioso. Target lock caps lock lets you track enemies without aiming. Use left arrow right arrow to change targets while locked. Space bar. Continue.
Confringo!
Levioso!
Lumos.
Give them what for!
Levioso!
Expulso!
Levioso! Come on! Gryffindor! Confringo!
You're better than that!
Levioso!
Levioso!
Mind the one!
Confringo! Levioso!
There goes my way.
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Yes. Don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell. Hold mouse left button to bring up your spell set and cast Levioso.
Expulso! That's all you've got? Confringo!
Levioso!
Confringo!
Tego!
Levioso!
Expulso! Levioso!
Confringo!
Lumos.
Levioso!
Tego! Expulso!
Levioso!
Act like a winner!
Confringo! Gryffindor!
That looks painful. Care to try another round?
Yes, I would.
Yes, don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Break through yellow shields with control spells like the... Hold mouse left button to bring up your spell set and cast Levioso.
Come on, Levioso.
Expulso!
Levioso.
Give him what for!
Ringo.
Lumos.
Sendo.
Potato.
Levioso. You're better than that.
Expulso!
Ringo.
Levioso.
Don't turn away now. Some big hits that round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Level 3. Challenges. Quests. Complete 3 side/relationship quests. 1 out of 3. Peer appearance reward. Complete 3 side/relationship quest. Complete 4 main quests. Field guide pages. 1. Level 3. Escape.
Revelio.
Level 3. Map. The Astronomy Wing. Weasley after class. Professor Weasley wants to see me in her classroom, which is off the Transfiguration Courtyard, located between the Library Annex and the Astronomy Wing. Map. The Astronomy Wing. Weasley after class. Transfiguration Classroom. Professor Weasley's Transfiguration Classroom. Mouse right button. Set waypoint. Transfiguration Court. Look for Fluflames on the path to your objective. Track undiscovered Fluflames to unlock permanent fast travel locations and shorten the time it takes to reach new activities and locations.
How do you do?
My sister will be home for the holidays this year.
Revelio.
Bound to have Quidditch next year.
My older brothers were all sorted into Ravenclaw. I've turned to the convent now. I'll never be able to live up to their achievements.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Hasn't Professor Fig said anything? No, Professor.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan mentioned that. What? More work? Professor Ronan
did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm ready to go. What more can you tell me about the potions shop? What's a spellcraft? So there really is an Ollivander's here?
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm ready to go. What's a spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
I'm ready to go.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
How about Natty? Sebastian, I think. How about Natty?
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Quests. All. Professor Ronan's assignment. Mouse right button. Track quest. F. Mouse right button. Untrack quest. F. Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. You can track assignments and their progress in the quests menu of your field guide. Spacebar.
reminds me, did Scribner say we could borrow the book at night? Or that we'd get detention if we had power?
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll complete the tasks. What is the purpose of the tasks?
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll complete the tasks.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Search areas on the minimap represent areas you should explore to find your quest objective. Map. The Great Hall. Professor Ronan, the Library Annex. Welcome to Hogsmeade. I need to progress in my studies and complete Professor Ronan's assignment to earn Reparo before going to Hogsmeade with Natty. Professor Ronan's assignment. Hogwarts. You. Professor Ronan's assignment. Gobs of Gobstones. Zenobia Noak is fretting over her missing Gobstones. Rewards. Wand handles. Talk to Zenobia Noak. Mouse right button. Professor Ronan's assignment. Professor Ronan, Hogwarts. Professor Ronan's assignment. Defense against the dark art, transfigure, the astronomy wing. Professor Ronan's assignment. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 0 out of 35, the astronomy wing.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Revelio.
Escape. Lumos. Utility.
Lumos.
Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Map. Flames look. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Professor Ronan's assignment. The astronomy wing. The astronomy wing. Professor Ronan's. The astronomy wing. Gobs of gobstones. Zenobia Noak is fretting over her missing gobs of gobstones. The astronomy wing.
Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
The mending charm, Reparo, can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment. Spacebar. Continue.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Level 3. Quests. Challenges. Quests. 4. Complete 2 assignments. 1 out of 2. Gear appearance reward. Field guide pages. Owl post. Quests. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Level. Collections.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio.
Map. Flames exit. 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 Welcome to Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley has arranged you. The astronomy gobs of gobstones. Zenobia Noak is fretting over her missing gobstones. Rewards. Wand handles. Mouse right button. The astronomy
Some kind soul help me?
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry to hear that. Why does everyone hate you?
Everyone hates you? Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones. Interesting.
Gobstones. Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Sounds as if they overreacted. I'd have done the same. Sounds as if they overreact.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
I can't make any promises. Any ideas as to how to reach them? You don't have any friends.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I can't make any promises. Any ideas as to how
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
I can't make any promises.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
Leviosa. Revelio.
Statue of Gregory the Smarmy.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio.
They really shouldn't allow food and drinks in the common room. Slept in a puddle of butterbeer the other day. Better than failed potion, I suppose. Wish our common room was bigger. I can never find enough space to spread out my star charts.
Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Protego. Accio.
Think while you're stirring. In my blood, my mother said. On her side.
My entire family's been sorted into Hufflepuff.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Having a pleasant time.
Revelio. Accio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Mudaiwa Ona. Under Professor Black's direction, it is my honor as Deputy Headmistress to offer you the position of Divination Professor at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Map. Flames Gobs of Hogwarts. Transfiguration Courtyard. The Astronomy Wing. Gobs of Gobstones. Zenobia's Gobstone. Map. Flames U. Gobs of Gobstones. Hogwarts. Gobs of Gobstones. Zenobia's Gobs of Gobstones. Zenobia's Gobstones are hidden around the library annex.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Accio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio. Accio.
Try riding a hippogriff.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Perhaps I'll have a look. Are there other paintings like this here?
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Perhaps I'll have a look. Have you learned anything about it?
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Perhaps I'll have a look. Perhaps
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Lumos.
Do come and find me if you...
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Revelio.
Map. Flame's locations. Like a moth to a frame. Like a moth to a you. The library, the you. This is the library annex. Like a moth to a frame. The painting, like a moth, divination classroom. Professor Ona's divination classroom, the library annex.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
Lumos.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
No better feeling than the wind.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I followed the clues.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Level. Quests. Quests. Gobs of Gobstones. Welcome to Gobs of Mouse right button. Untrack quest. Side. Level. Challenges. Collections. Appearances. 24 out of 103. Cobalt Regalia. Tools. Revelio pages. 3 out of 150. Statue of Greg. Wand handles. Level. Inventory. Beasts. Quest item. Zenobia's Gobstone. Notes. Letter from Professor Weasley. A letter to Professor Ona from Level 4. Inventory. Letter from Professor Weasley. Mudaiwa Ona. Under Professor. Letter from Professor Level. Inventory. Challenges. Overall progress. Challenges.
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
Ravenclaw Door Knocker. Guide pages. To gain entrance to the Ravenclaw common room, one must solve a rather esoteric riddle, using logic and reasoning, posed by the Eagle Door Knocker. Space bar. Continue.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Goblet of Fire Casket. Guide pages. The Goblet of Fire rests within this ancient, jewel-encrusted chest. The goblet has served as a means of selecting champions for the Triwizard Tournament since the contest's establishment in the late 13th century. Spacebar. Continue.
Here.
Hogwarts Herbology Award. In recognition of exemplary skill in the field of herbology, Hogwarts bestows this special award upon 7th year Hufflepuff, Mirabelle Garlick. From
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Troll Armor.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Map. Flames, the astronomy, U. Flying off the shelf, library. Divination classroom. Greenhouses. Library. Library. The library annex. Gobs of gobstones. Gobs of gobstones. The library. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley, Gobs of Gobstone. The library, Gobs of Gobstone. Hogwarts. Gobs of Gobstones. Zenobia's gobstones are hidden around the castle. She said that the other the astronomy wing.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Escape. Back.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio! Levioso!
Level 4. Quests. All. Gobs of Gobstones. Mouse right button. Map. Floflame's locations. Hogwarts. Slytherin Common Room. Grand Staircase. Slytherin Common Room. The Common Room of Slytherin House. Mouse right button. The Grand Staircase. Collection chests. 0 out of 7. Field guide page. Collections. Settings. Settings. Save game. Charms class. Empty saves. Charms class. Manual save. Gobs of Gobstones. Save complete. Restart. Exit to main menu. Exit game. Exit your game session.